Hi, I'm Amanda, and this is Buttercup. She's 10 years old, but acts like she's 2. And this is Ananda, our home for the last 8 years. We hope you enjoy this tiny peek into our liveaboard life on the west coast of British Columbia.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
Good morning. Buttercup and I have just left Campbell River and we are heading north on Discovery Passage. The plan is to stay tonight at just behind Maud Island and then catch the ebb tide early tomorrow morning through Seymour Narrows. I'm gonna go the back way. I'm gonna take a starboard turn on No Dales instead of going onto Johnstone Strait. So I think it's probably gonna take me about 3 days to get there. And by doing that, I'm avoiding a bunch of rapids as well that I just don't want to go through. Anyway, so right now we are doing, right now I am about 1600 RPM and I'm hitting 8 knots. So we're going really fast for this little boat. I don't know how often I've had this boat going 8 knots.
That I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky. We just sail with the wind that we've got, and when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the shore.
Morning. Buttercup and I are currently tied to a public dock right behind Maud Island. That's right close to the entrance of Seymour Narrows. It's a windy day today, so we're going to hang out here and we will go through the Narrows quite early tomorrow morning. While I was at Discovery Marina in Campbell River, I changed all the oil filters, I changed the fuel filter, I had to tighten the shaft because that was starting to come a little bit loose and was dripping quite a bit. My bilge wasn't filling up, of course, because I have a really big bilge. But it was filling enough that if I rocked the boat a bit, it would automatically start emptying. So I needed to tighten that up, so that was done. Tomorrow morning, I am going to catch the slack before ebb at the entrance of Seymour Narrows. I think the max ebb tomorrow is about 11 knots, so it's gonna be pretty fast. I'll be turning off at No Dales channel. Instead of going left on Johnstone Strait, I'll go left on No Dales channel, and that will take me through the back way instead of going through the rough water and some of the rapids that you'll find in Johnstone Strait. So that'll be good. My destination tomorrow, once I cross Seymour Narrows, is CORDERO Islands. Hopefully I can make it all the way there. I know Discovery Passage is gonna carry me pretty quickly right up to No Dales, but once I take my right on No Dales, I'll actually slow down. So we'll see if I can make it there. If not, there's some earlier spots that I can anchor in. When I leave CORDERO Islands in the morning, the day after I anchor there, I'm hitting Greenpoint Rapids. So I have to time my departure from CORDERO Islands in order to hit the slack before ebb on Greenpoint Rapids. But Greenpoint Rapids apparently aren't that scary, so yeah, it'll be fine. So Buttercup and I just passed Ripple Rock. That was my biggest worry this morning, Ripple Rock. I've just heard such nightmare stories about it. I entered Seymour Narrows on a 2-knot flood tide. So it's just turning right now. I think we're right at slack. Though it's a bit choppy because ebb flows north and I have a north wind coming at me, so it's gonna make the water just a little bit choppy. Not ideal, but supposedly it's blowing about 4 knots, but it seems a little higher than that, but it's supposed to die down in about an hour. I'm anticipating reaching Nodales fairly quickly. And based on my calculations, when I take a right turn onto Nodales, I should be almost at max ebb, which is about 11 knots. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have my RPMs down to 1,000, probably. Anyway, so we're just heading up Seymour Narrows, and so far so good.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet.
We just took our starboard turn onto Nodales. Discovery Passage after Surge Narrows got a bit bumpy. It was, we did have some white caps. Once we hit Chatham Point, the water calmed right down and the sun was there, and I think the mountains on Discovery Passage were hiding the sun from us because it's still quite early. But the water's nice and calm now, and I'm warming up. I was so cold. I had to put on my wool Stanfield shirt and some long underwear halfway up. It was just so cold. But now it's warming up, so it's getting quite nice. So yeah, it's quite beautiful on Nodales.
Control will lead me to an ending road, and heavy
morning. Buttercup and I are supposed to be leaving to catch slack in Greenpoint Rapids right now, but as you can see, we're dealing with some pretty thick fog. I can actually hear, I don't even know if you can see me. I can hear a boat in the channel, so people are moving. I think I'm going to wait until official sunrise. I'll be hitting Greenpoint Rapids probably at around 1 knot ebb, but I don't know. I always find with fog, you'll often get some pretty calm water, so I don't know if that applies to rapids or not, I don't know. But, oh yeah, the boat's gone. They were heading the other way, so I'm going that way, they were going that way. Anyway, we'll see what we'll do, but this fog is pretty thick, so... And I can't stay here because I've got one more day of good weather, and that day I need to get on Johnston Strait and get to Blackney Passage. After that, we've got about 3 days of 40 knot winds, and definitely couldn't hole up here. I'd have to... Oh, there's a little seal out there in the fog. Anyway, not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. As you can see, the fog is gone. When we entered into Wellbore Channel, there was still a lot of fog, but it lifted pretty quickly. I tried to get as much footage as I could in Wellbore Channel. It was stunning in there, stunning. But I was hitting the rapids at about 5 knots, so I think my speed was about 10 knots. But it wasn't too bad. The Whirlpool rapids were pretty calm. I didn't find them to be too whirlpooly. But anyways, we're through those rapids, and yeah, and now we're on our way to BLENKINSOP. Good morning. Last night, Buttercup and I spent the night in BLENKINSOP Bay. I think it's a bay. It was quite rough for probably about 5 hours, and then for the rest of the night we had lots of swell. But this morning it's super calm. I'm just filling up the tank with some diesel and then we'll take off. Last night, my friends, the Wayward Life, they told their friends to come and check on me. They were apparently in Port Harvey, and they came all the way down here to check on me, which I thought was so nice. But they've left, so they're ahead of me now. Yeah, so we'll probably leave here in about 15 minutes or so.
You are like gold dust over me, just like an angel setting me free. Where are you now? Do you feel safe? I don't need an answer, just need some space. Darken your front door. That is not what I came here for. Do you still carry all that weight? Don't need an answer, just need a debate. Don't stop before it's over. Weight is off your shoulder.